He's got a great day ahead of him, and a happy birthday, McDonald's. An incredible milestone has been achieved this year, and I suppose for the last few years we've been able to walk a really special path with this particular company. But let's take you back to the very beginning. 25 years ago, the first ever McDonald's restaurant in South Africa was opened in Blackheath, Randburg in 1995. Kutle, I was actually around to go to that very store. Today, McDonald's South Africa boasts over 300 restaurants in all 9 provinces right across the country, serving over 8 million customers every month. And this morning, we are so pleased and proud to be joined by McDonald's South Africa's CEO and good show, a friend of the show, Greg Solomon, who is here to reflect on the last 25 years and share with us what we can look forward to for the next 25, because surely that's the goal. Greg,
wow.
Good morning. Welcome, man.
Good morning, gents. It's fantastic to be here. Really, it is.
Greg, I'm seeing so much of you lately because you and I spent the entire day on Saturday together celebrating McDonald's South Africa's 25th birthday, but in the most beautiful way. We were trying to break the record for the most supercars going through a drive-through in 15 minutes.
As you do.
What a thrilling thing to do. Well, but so many ways that McDonald's has celebrated. You've also launched now your range with Gert Johan Coetzee. There's so much going on. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, look, we talked about Blackheath. Actually, we're going to be in Tiger Manor. Tiger Manor and Blackheath opened in November in 1995, and they both opened with drive-through. And I guess in 1995, in a humble way, we brought drive-through to this country. And drive-through is now part of our lives. And what better way to celebrate our birthday 25 years later with drive-through? And it's not really about the supercars. We did 157 cars in the drive-through in 15 minutes.
Yes,
that's,
we did.
if I get my maths right, that's about 1 car every 10 seconds. And we were ordering the food, we were paying, we were delivering the food, the kitchen was cooking. And it's not really about the supercars. It's really about the super people in McDonald's. The crew were loving it. Yeah. And it was about putting ourselves against the best of the best, like a best athlete. And it was absolutely fantastic.
I'm seeing Brian at Banner racing a cheetah. That's what I'm seeing in my head here. And I've been lucky enough through my journey with the brand. I've actually tried to, for an hour for a fundraising initiative, keep pace with the staff in a McDonald's, and I couldn't do it. I think the most gratifying part of us being able to connect with you guys was seeing the depth of care and love that you have for your own staff, and how much the extent that you go to take care of them, to ensure that they can operate at the level that they have to. If you look back over 25 years, what are some of the key milestones? Because surely there have been so many now at this stage. What stands out for you? What are you most proud of?
Oh, there's so many. I mean, obviously, 1995, we came to this country, we brought drive-through.
Yes.
And a few years later, we launched breakfast. I guess if the three of us were trying to talk about breakfast, we'll come up with sort of scrambled eggs and fried eggs, but we came up with the Egg McMuffin, because if most of our customers are going to come through drive-through, we better be able to eat an Egg McMuffin in the car as well.
For sure.
So that's a big highlight for me. And then around 15, 20 years ago, we said 24/7. I think for you guys it would be normal, but for me, we're like, why would we open?
No, but it's changed our lives completely.
Absolutely. I mean, now I had to be here very early this morning, so what better to go at 5 o'clock through the Tokai drive-through and pick up a coffee. So 24/7 was huge for us as a milestone. And about 15 years ago, we won Best Company to Work For many times, about 3 or 4 times. That stood out for me as a huge point. In the last sort of 10 years, we've been on this process of modernizing our brand, modernizing our food, moving on the health journey. That was very important. Launching McCafe, doing a lot of work with you guys on McCafe. Our coffee brand is huge now. And in the last 3 or 4 years, we've been focused on digital. Our digital transformation. We started off with Mr. Delivery and Uber, and now we've launched our own delivery called Scoot, a very powerful brand that can get a very customized service to you as well, and our own most loved app, the McDonald's app. That's really
which I live on. Sorry, I have.
And he does
the coolest deals on the Mac.
That's what I do.
I mean, if you're on that app, you're going to get really great deals every single. So if I had to sum it up, Graham. It's about innovation every year. A big brand needs to innovate. It needs to modernize. And these days, if you go into some of our latest and greatest modern McDonald's, it's really a cool place. It's got these different zones, something for everybody.
And this is true. I think McDonald's is, I know for a fact that McDonald's is a loved brand all over the world. But what do you think makes it so popular and so lovable that people are able to connect with it in the way that they do in South Africa? Why is this brand so successful here as well?
Well, we have a concept called the freedom within a framework, and that's what makes this brand so big and so cool. You're probably going to get the Big Mac, the French fries, the coffee, the strawberry shake. You know, you're going to get that all over the world. But wherever you go, in countries can customize. And in South Africa, we've created this brand for South African consumers. I know we've got heritage in America, but this is a local South African brand now. I mean, we've got chicken fold over. It's only in South Africa. We got our breakfast have introduced scrambled egg. We've got the burry. We've got the burry burger. We've got a variety of different products that we've customized because we understand 25 years later that this South African brand needs to listen to our South African consumers, and we've evolved with them.
And you're going to have to keep evolving, and probably now it's more important than ever before. We need positivity in the world around us, but we need to be able to future-proof, and we need to be able to create a working environment that young people want to get into, and a brand that young people are going to want to connect to. What's in store for the next 25 years? What are you
Well, that's such a difficult prediction. I don't know if I'm going to be here for 25 years. I don't know if I'm going to be here for 25 years. But I mean, we talk about young people. The people that work at McDonald's are young.
Yeah.
You know, our average age is 26, 27 years old. So these are young people. I guess I got to look down and say, how do we manage a business for such young people? And I know this business is all about talent. It's all about people. Our owner-operators are the best partners, best owner-operators in the world. And certainly the next Greg Solomon's going to come from some young ambassador in our organization. But as I look forward, maybe I can't see 25 years. Things will change. Maybe the McFeast won't be the favorite. Maybe the McMuffin won't be the favorite. But we'll be serving a customer's favorite in 10 or 15 years' time, and that favorite will probably be selling the most, just like the Big Mac sells the most.
Oh, yeah.
And things will change, but probably our value and our cultures won't change. We'll be always involved in our community. That won't change. We'll always be focused on being an inclusive brand, being a democracy brand. That won't change. We'll always be focused on value. That won't be changed. We'll always continue to focus on our health journey and our food journey. That will continue to evolve. And we'll continue to be modern and contemporary. What modern and contemporary will be in 10 years' time, I don't know, but McDonald's will be that. And we'll strive to innovate, to change, to transform, and to be a fabric of the South African world and the South African society.
I love to hear it. I really do love to hear it.
Drones. You're going to be flying everything around
Yeah, that's
drones.
basically it.
That's what I got out of that.
You know, people are still social. We're still social, and we're coming out of this COVID thing. Hopefully, we're coming out of it safe, and I think we've handled it very, very well. And by the way, that's another reason why we did this drive-through thing. I mean, drive-through is one of the safest ways to receive your food during COVID. I mean, boom, just get it through the window and out. So that's why we focused on that. But there's no doubt, whether it's drones or something else, McDonald's will be there.
It takes a special kind of magic to do what you've been able to do over the last 25 years. And I really have to say, I mean this, happy birthday. I think McDonald's been such a big part of our lives on this show, but outside of the show as well. And to see this growth and this passion that's come through, not just from you, but from everybody else that we get to interact with that works at McDonald's, is the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, being able to get that inner view of how you guys operate and treat your staff, that's something that stayed with me and has changed the way that I deal with my own colleagues and people that I work with. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And thanks for turning us all into coffee snobs as well. We appreciate that. But here's to 25 years.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.